Are you ready for a true scary ghost story? Picture this, it's July 24th, 1915, and you've been waiting for this day all year. You're dressed in your Sunday finest, even though it's Saturday, this is a special day. You board the Eastland to the annual picnic. Once you board the Eastland, you all are laughing and smiling. You're just having a great time, but then something doesn't feel right. The ship starts tipping. Nobody realizes this is about to be worse than a Titanic. Before the ship could even take off, 841 passengers would die. Who would have thought such tragedy occurred in the Chicago River? It's no surprise that this place is super haunted. People will hear screams and cries coming from the river at night. For more of this ghost story, follow for part 2. Part 2 of the ghosts of the Eastland disaster. Chicago Eastland disaster, with all the passengers that perished, it's no surprise there are still lost souls that roam the area. People report seeing faces of people floating in the river and people's hands reaching up for help, begging to be saved. Ghost tour in Chicago. During the tour guide said the police receive calls frequently from people saying that they saw someone drowning in the river. When the police arrive, they find nothing. The police get so many calls about bodies in the Chicago River that they always put the calls at the bottom of the list of things to check that day. This is because when the police go to investigate, they do not find anyone. The witnesses are seeing the ghosts of the Eastland disaster. If you walk past the Chicago River, look closely and you may see the ghosts still looking for help. Follow for part 3. Are you ready for a scary story part 3? Ghosts of the Eastland disaster. When so many people perish at one time, the morgues downtown do not have enough space to hold all of the bodies. The 2nd Regiment Army was turned into a temporary morgue and later became Harpo's Studios, where Oprah Winfrey taped her shows. Even though Oprah said she did not know the history of the building, her and her staff would have a lot of paranormal experiences. Follow for part 4. Are you ready for a real scary ghost story? Part 4, Ghosts of the Eastland Disaster. Oprah and her staff would hear children laughing and playing in the hallways, but when they looked, no one would be there. In one of the women's restrooms, they would hear a woman crying, but no one would ever be in the bathroom. Even the night watchman would hear crashing sounds and go investigate, but would find nothing. Oprah and her staff even captured visual proof on their security cameras. The camera at the building captured a woman in a Victorian gray dress, and Oprah nicknamed the woman the Lady in Gray. After Oprah experienced all of this, she dedicated numerous episodes to the Eastland disaster victims. Follow for more scary true ghost stories.